The Xenomorph XX121 is a nightmarish alien creature and the central monster of the Alien franchise. These beings are the ultimate predators. They're fast, strong, and terrifyingly efficient killers with jet black exoskeletons, elongated skulls, and acid for blood. In the upcoming Alien Earth TV series, which is set to be released sometime in the next couple of months, these monsters will finally reach our planet, at least in the sense of the non-crossover cinematic universe, which means we don't count the AVP lore and also the more canonical Alien Apocalypse ancient history. So here the TV show is expected to explore what happens when a xenomorph outbreak spreads on Earth, likely caused by a Weyland-Yutani Corporation's continued obsession with experimenting and weaponizing them. Also, from the footage and teaser trailers released by FX, we find out that on board the spaceship USCSS Maginot, Weyland-Yutani has acquired 5 deadly alien species from the dark corners of interstellar space. And so here in this video, we will try and uncover what these are. Let's get to it. Number 1. The flying insectoid species. So yeah, I analyzed this in an earlier video we uploaded and I was right. Some of you were saying that I was seeing things, and it's alright. That's acceptable, but I'm proven right here with the new teasers. This particular creature was teased in an earlier teaser trailer, and just as I said in that video, I shall do the same here. It resembles an enormous insectoid that was flying inside the spacecraft. Here in the crate trailer, we can see it resemble more of a hornet or a wasp, though exaggerated in size and menace. Its most striking feature includes a head and a large swollen abdomen that hints at a biological function, such as laying eggs or maybe even having venom and a sting. Its body is segmented like a typical insect is, and covered in armored chitinous plates that likely acts as natural defense. With wings that flap at incredible speeds, this creature creates a constant buzzing or vibrating hum as it moves with unsettling, jittery bursts. Its speed and erratic flight pattern is similar to that of a fly or a dragonfly, which suggests a hyperactive metabolism, thus burning energy fast and possibly needing to feed often. And maybe that's the reason why it is considered dangerous. Number 2. The Tentacle species. This life form moves with a haunting, deliberate slowness. It is seen locked in a container crate as with all the others, but this one is at the top left of the screen. It was also seen in a split second in a close-up in the same teaser trailer. Here its body is split into 2 distinct halves, an upper bulbous torso and a lower half made up of multiple thick tentacles that it uses for movement, which is similar to that of a squid or an octopus, which drags itself across the surface, but here it is terrestrial. Its overall shape brings to mind the trilobite creature from the Prometheus movie, but less aggressive in posture, and maybe it's not the same one, as the director of this series says that Prometheus is not really connected to this show. Anyway, this could easily be an early, more passive or incomplete form, possibly evolving or gestating into something more deadly. The creature might use its tentacles to anchor itself or grasp prey, or could potentially release toxins or pheromones to paralyze or attract other organisms. But we will find out when the TV series is released. The third one is a smaller flying species. So this one was seen in a container crate in the teaser in the top right. This species is clearly distinct from the larger flying insectoid. They are much smaller and could be the equivalent of flying drones within a hive-like structure. They move very quickly and seem to be easily agitated, often colliding with the glass that confines them. The way they move suggests a hive mind behavior or maybe an instinctual pattern, acting not as an independent thinker but as a part of a larger organism, perhaps even attaching themselves to a larger host creature or feeding off of their biomass. But this is all speculation. They also might act as scouts or parasites, or even part of a reproductive cycle that carries spores or embryos, or maybe even propagating the black goo. But yeah, as I said, it's just speculations. Number 4. The Blob-like species. So this is best described as a creeping semi-liquid mass of organic matter. Not much is seen or known, obviously, about this creature here, but if we analyze the teaser trailer a little bit more, we see that it's more shape than structure. It moves slowly. It may or may not have legs, but its body seems to be capable of slithering, maybe even into cracks or flowing through vents, or maybe later it can overwhelm victims by sheer mass. It could be like an absorbent predator, something like a living sludge that feeds by engulfing and breaking down organic matter. This kind of creature could be bioengineered or maybe even evolve to be nearly indestructible, hard to contain, and especially dangerous in confined environments like the USCSS Maginot, that spaceship, bringing in the cosmic horror of the earlier films, or especially the original. Think of it as a living grey goo, or maybe a mega-sized amoeba, slow but virtually unstoppable once it makes contact. At least that's the theory. Species number 5, the Tendril species. This one was first seen in the crate trailer, seen in the 008-4 crate, and appears to move with moderate fluidity, neither fast nor sluggish. Its body has a strange blocky head, which may contain dense sensory organs, and extending from its front part are small tendrils, or even legs, and a tail behind it as seen in the gestation trailer. These could be antennae, cilia, or sensory organs, which are used for exploring surroundings or detecting prey. It may use these appendages to sense vibrations, chemicals, or even electromagnetic signals in the air. This species could potentially wrap around or immobilize prey victims using its tendrils, functioning almost like a cross between a cephalopod and a sea cucumber, or maybe even a coral polyp alien-like creature, similar to a face hugger but not necessarily the same thing. Amongst all the others, this one is the most interesting species as it was seen developing from a single cell into a larger life form in the gestation trailer. It is thus a byproduct or a product of the black goo, and shares a lot of similarities with the xenomorph, at least with the face hugger, which suggests it might be a different variant of a face hugger, that instead of emerging from an ovomorph, it instead comes out of a gestation pod, which looks similar to the one that was seen in the Alien Romulus movie, the one where the adult xenomorph came out of. However, its body structure resembles the juvenile face hugger face rather than the adult drone, and all the while sharing a similar body development speed and process to the chestburster stage. It's like a xenomorph that has had its life cycle all jumbled up, and maybe it could be one particular species that would slowly adapt and transform its life cycle to give rise to that perfect life form, the xenomorph XX121 species. Now going on to another teaser, we here have the data from the Gestation Phase 1 trailer in a Weyland-Yutani monitor screen. So in this one teaser shot, we see a ship's AI uploading data about 3 alien species, possibly candidates for experimentation or containment aboard the USCSS Maginot, a vessel that appears to be transporting these creatures towards Earth. The first is Species 37, which was seen in the data to be nearly 6 meters long, 8 meters tall, and more than 7 meters wide, but with only 367 kilograms in weight. This makes it extremely large but strangely light for its bulk, suggesting a possibly hollow or low-density internal structure. And at just 19 degrees Celsius or 64 degrees Fahrenheit in body temperature, it is cooler than a typical human body, possibly indicating cold-bloodedness or a metabolism that doesn't rely on warmth. The massive size, especially the strange proportions, could link it to a tentacle species or even a blob species, though its towering height could also hint at something insectoid or upright. Then there are the names of Species 19 and Species 34. No data is currently revealed beyond their designation, which could suggest that their data was being uploaded later, or that maybe they are unstable, unknown, or classified. These might correspond to species we've only glimpsed at, like the smaller flyers or the tendril-covered organism, or perhaps something we haven't seen at all. In either way, aside from the xenomorph, we have 3 species that have some sort of name or tags, which are Species 37, 19, and 64, with 2 more yet to be named. Anyway, that's it for the new species to be featured in the new Alien Earth series. So if you like this video, then watch this other one too, the one in the end screen. And do check out our channel, for we might have things you haven't seen before. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, fam.